welcome everyone. We will be starting in a minute. Hello. All right, so most of you are here. We are getting started. So today, July 25th, today, let's see. Yes, give me a second. Good. Okay. So today's schedule, we have the Magic of Believing book review, 7 chakras healing session today, and a silent mantra meditation. And towards the end, we will also be doing a meditation through a manifestation through 7 chakras. So that's our schedule for today. The Magic of Believing. And this particular book actually brought together multiple different things that we might have read in different books. And I also felt a lot of the Think and Grow Rich book, if you have read, a lot of elements of that book, even though that book presented it differently, giving a different perspective to this whole process of believing. This book actually helped me take a lot of different action steps this week that I'm gonna tell you as well. Okay, so what does this book contain? Believe that you have it and you have it. So in one line statement, that is what this is all about. Belief is the motivating force that enables you to achieve your goals. Your very life is your thinking and the result of your thinking processes. Thought is the original source of all wealth, all success, all material gain, all great discoveries and invention, and of all achievement. Now, most of us coming from different healing modalities, we already know that it is our beliefs that is creating our reality. And of course, most of our healing modalities do the best when it comes to helping us change our beliefs. But this particular book actually gives us few additional exercises, few additional things that we can use, that we can implement in our lives in order to get what we want, in order to achieve our desires. The successful people in history have succeeded through their thinking. Their hands will merely help us to their brains. For instance, you are advised to wear rubbers when you go out in the rain. We have all heard the remark, if you don't, you will catch your death of cold. So I think this is something very, very common that kind of rolls around in all different countries, all different cultures, that, oh, don't get wet, you will get cold, right? But that is as if a belief that is being created in our minds. And some people have a tremendous fear of drafts, but I meaning the author, have often thought that if they did catch cold by being in a draft, it was because of their fearful thoughts rather than because of the drafts themselves. And obviously, we all know that not everyone who gets wet in the rain will get cold, only who believes. And in my family culture, I've heard my husband, for example, who says, no, I can't eat, for example, yogurt or curd while it is raining outside, I'll get cold. So when he sees me eating it, he'll be like, why do you have this? It's raining outside, you're going to get cold, right? So I'm like, yes, my dear, that's exactly what your mother said when you were 5. Do you want to still believe in that? So it gets obviously programmed in our minds, and all of that, even though these are like the common beliefs that surround us, there are this inherited beliefs which just follows us in all areas of our lives. Okay, so there are many professional gamblers who contend that a strong mental influence has much to do with achieving so-called lucky results in such games of chance as card playing, dice, roulette, etc. And let me finish a few of this, and then I'll share with you a story. I know one man who was able to set up to an old-fashioned cigar store punch board and with a few punches grab off the best prices. I think some of us will have these kind of seen that kind of people in our lives who can take this lucky game and always the luck is in their favor. So once I asked him about it and he said, I never go near a punch board unless I'm in the mood for it. And that means that I must be in the frame of mind that I'm going to win. I have noticed that if there is the slightest doubt in my mind, I don't win. But I can't recall the time that I didn't get winning numbers when the winning idea was firmly fixed in my mind before I started to play. So that kind of gives us how the so-called gamblers and professional gamblers, they are able to win some of those, obviously, the days when they have that strong, firm belief that they are going to win. So after reading the book, as well as just 1 week prior to this whole topic of belief, I started like a game. And it was like a real money game that I play with my family members, just 4 of us. And I created in a mobile app like a wheel that you can spin. And whoever you get to spin once, and whoever has the highest score is the winner of that day. And others should pay the winner like $1, for example, each day. So we play this among 4 of us in our family. And what I'm trying to do with it is I'm trying to teach, of course, my family members how our belief is creating that kind of success. And the very first day I remember my mom won the game and she said, I asked her, so there is the numbers between 0 to 100 in this wheel. And I asked her and she said, I saw the number 90 in the wheel. And I closed my eyes and I fixed that in my mind, that 90 number, and then I spin this thing and it was 90. I was like, wow. So this is 1 week before I read this particular book and all this content. And this book actually went into that kind of mental picturing in mind, and my mom doesn't know any of this information. So that was one instance, and I'm gonna give you another instance as I move along the slides here. Creative force comes only when a thought is completely rounded out, when the imagination can visualize the fulfillment of your ambition and see in your mind a picture of the object you desire, a house, a car, a television, just as if you already possessed them. So now we are getting into not just the belief that, yes, I'm going to get this, I'm going to have this in my life, but also that mental picture, that image in your mind of what it is that you want. Keep in mind that by the magic of believing, you can obtain what you picture in your mind's eye. So that is where we are going towards. Suppose you want a new home. After you have got the first glimpse of the picture, start affirmations going. Use any expressions you wish, or something like this: I'm going to have that new home. I'm going to have that new home. I'm going to have that new home. And one day you will find the way and the new home will be yours. Of course, this goes with all law of attraction books and all sorts of beliefs that we are trying to have. And considering the affirmations, even though there are so many different new healing modalities that are helping us change our beliefs so quickly, that we no more need to say affirmations, for example, 200, 300 times. But still, I feel affirmations have their own power and their own, say, for example, whether it is theta healing or psyche or any other such modalities that can change our beliefs. We take one belief and we change it, and it is there in our subconscious mind. But comparing that to just affirmations, if I'm running this one whole day saying a specific affirmation, it is in my conscious mind all the time. It is, the images are coming in my mind, and there is that kind of belief that keeps developing from within, as I say. So even though we can use all of these amazing healing modalities, and it's such an amazing thing, but I think affirmations in and itself has its own power, and how new things that we can change. Just by repeating that, I'm going to have this new home, for example, it's giving us so much positive boost. And even though we might not be thinking of different ways how to create it, things starts to appear in our day, that as if by magic, universe is sending us different things in order for us to help us achieve that goal that we are affirming to ourselves. So yes, affirmations are still powerful, and we all can apply that in our lives. These repetitive words and phrases said silently or aloud are merely methods of convincing the subconscious mind for autosuggestion. And this principle of autosuggestion, if any of you have read the book Think and Grow Rich, I hope you all remember there's a whole chapter for autosuggestion. And of course, it has its own magic as well. No matter what the form, is the only way of molding its pattern. So this autosuggestion or affirmation has its own beautiful power, that it can keep us motivated, it can keep us going, and it can also allow these beautiful things to happen in our lives. If you are a salesman and want to increase your sales, tell yourself frequently as possible that you are going to increase your sales, and do it with emphasis, with that self-belief. Strange as it may sound, we usually get what we anticipate. And if you anticipate increasing your sales and believe that you're going to do it, your sales will mount just as though some invisible friend were helping out. The idea of anticipation holds in everything we do. So anticipating, expecting, a positive expectation, a desire for something, all of these kind of is like anchoring us to that specific thing that we are trying to achieve. So once we know that this is something, so whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, it can be okay. You might be anticipating, or you might be creating, wanting new clients to come into your business very soon. And if that's the case, it's so much better now that we start telling these affirmations to ourselves. I'm going to be successful. And a lot of other slides as well explain this process, so let me keep going. Some metaphysicians and teachers of the occult claim that a person can sit in their own office and visualize orders pouring onto their desk, and the orders will quickly materialize. But to accomplish this, the mental picture or thought projection must be definite and unwavering, and that requires great practice and concentration. This whole visualizing actually is much more effective when we can literally see those images in our minds, just even for 5 minutes, closing our eyes and imagining and seeing those pictures in our mind as if it is happening. And here is another amazing exercise that is in the book, which is the mirror exercise. Stand in front of a mirror. It should be large enough so that you can see at least half of your body from waist up. Stand fully erect. Bring your heels together. Pull in your stomach. Keep your chest out and your head up, just being stiff and straight. Now breathe deeply 3 to 4 times until you feel a sense of power, strength, and determination. Next, look into the very depths of your eyes. Tell yourself that you are going to be an outstanding success, and that nothing in this world is going to stop you. Name it aloud so you can see your lips move and hear the words uttered. Again, what he's trying to say is to involve all of our senses, our hearing, our lip movement, and seeing ourselves saying it. So he's trying to engage all of our senses while we are saying this. Make it a regular ritual of it. Practice doing it at least twice a day, mornings and evenings, and you will be surprised with the results. Now, if you remember the book that we read from Louise Hay, a similar mirror exercise was suggested there as well, to look into the mirror. And this book also goes in depth about the power of our eyes. Eyes is as if the mirror of the soul or something. So when you are looking into the mirror, look deeply into your eyes, so your eyes has that additional power, is what this book says. If you have definitely determined what you want and have fixed yourself a goal, then consider yourself extremely fortunate. you have taken the first step that will lead to success. As long as you hold on to the mental picture of your idea and begin to develop it with action, nothing can stop you from succeeding. For the subconscious mind never fails to obey any order given clearly and empathetically. Women and the signs of belief. Give me a second. Here. Okay. There is one whole chapter about women and the signs of belief, which I think I'm hearing it for the first time in this particular book. Many women may not realize they can use your. Okay, so this whole paragraph was written to the author from another researcher. So this is what he says. Many women may not realize they can use your signs just as advantageously as men, and you should be specific in your message to them. Once they understand and apply what you give, they will find themselves in a position to turn the world figuratively upside down. If there were some way for women of all nationalities to unite and use the signs, there would be no future wars. Women are supremely egotists. When they get the idea they can do something and that idea becomes thoroughly embedded in their consciousness, they will stop at nothing to achieve their purpose. You know the old saying, the female of the species is more deadly than the male. That is true, and once women understand their power and you can give them the clue, they can actually run this whole world. And I think this goes back to, I remember a book I read from Joe Dispenza, I guess, which spoke about the brain, and that the physical structure of the brain of women has something different from that of a man. And that's where this small difference comes in, where women has this additional ability to, you know, to stick on to something that they really want. So yes, as women, I think we have that extra power that we can take in. Okay, so let's move on. So here is another beautiful, what they call as tap idea. Successful, it's not, so what this book says is it's not just about believing and changing our own lives. We can in fact influence others' mind with this technique, is what the book says. A successful saleswoman told me that if a customer really wanted to purchase a book but was hesitating between two choices, she would keep repeating to herself but directing her thought through the customer the title of the one best suited to him. She added that many of her sales were made by thought directive power. An automobile executive told me that when he had a prospect, he always said to himself, "You are going to buy this car, you are going to buy this car," and the prospect did. Now notice that this is not something that they are trying to influence themselves. They are in fact trying to influence the customers, and what they are using is this thought directive power. So you also have the power to direct your thoughts to somebody else and kind of influence what they do. But I'm hoping that you might not be able to negatively influence their lives. If something is going to be for their best interest and in your best interest, maybe, I hope that is going to happen. This book also says about multiple, so it gives different examples how this was put in use. Very few people like to believe they are influenced by silent thoughts of others, but the fact remains that this invisible power exists and all of us are subject to this subtle influence, be it telepathy or anything else you want to call it. A little experimenting on your part will convince you that it is both formidable and active. So this book actually has multiple examples. So the wife and daughter of the author, they in fact tried this idea towards the author himself and influenced his choice of going somewhere. So it gives that kind of beautiful example there. And I obviously, within a family circle, we all are interconnected. And I think It's much, much easier, for example, a wife to influence husband, or a mother to influence a child. And this even says, if you have somebody in your house whom you are trying to convince to do something, influencing their decision, rather than openly talking and having a fight with them, try doing it silently by directing your thoughts. Obviously, I'm hoping that it should be in the best interest of both of you. All right. All a person has to do is to believe earnestly and sincerely that such a power of mind exists, and then conscientiously apply the science. It's all just as you say, when one starts tapping the subconscious mind, your own or others, the bricks fall into place as though by magic. So that is what they call the tap tap idea, which is you're not tapping your subconscious, but you're tapping others' subconscious by directing your thoughts to them. Okay, so this is one of the examples that the book gave. So this was a letter written by somebody else to the author. Recently, I had an opportunity to put into further practice your tap tap idea. I have a small son who on December 29, 1936 picked up some obscure infection. For days, he lay desperately ill in the hospital. There was grave doubt that he would live. I was in terrible anguish, but I resolved to meet the situation as best as I could. Taking a tip from you, I put his picture on my desk and carried another in my pocket. Every hour of the day, I looked at them and repeated to myself, he will recover, he will recover. At first, I felt I was lying to myself, as he hardly seemed to have even a chance. However, I kept it up and gradually found myself believing what I kept repeating. At just about that time, thanks to the best medical attention and the blood transfused to him, the boy actually recovered. He is now at home and regaining his strength fast. So that is an amazing example of how you can use your this particular thought directive method in order to help others in ways that you can. And I think a similar version of the story was also there in the Think and Grow Rich book that I was talking about. The author of the book actually had a son who couldn't hear, who was born deaf, who was born without ears. And in fact, they actually did some of these kind of thought directive methods. And at a later time, he was able to start hearing. So there are some of these amazing, amazing stories using the simple method of telling yourself what you would like somebody else to do. Okay, so in explaining, so this is what they call as psychokinesis. I hope that's how it's pronounced. Okay, Dr. Ryan pointed out that if a person is to be successful in the experiments they be conducting, there must be a mental attitude of expectancy, concentration of thought, and enthusiasm for the desired results. So there are lots of different experiments that were conducted, researches and scientific studies that is explained in the book for the processes that is explained before. The subject must have a prior belief that they can influence the fall of the dice. So that is the experiment that these researchers were conducting, that the subjects were maybe given a dice in order to roll, and then they will have a specific belief that this is the number that's going to come up, and more often that's what came up. Belief is the basic factor in the ability to demonstrate psychokinesis, control of mind over matter. So that's what the psychokinesis is, and telepathy. As was also confirmed in the experiments at Duke University. In these experiments, it was also possible to kid a person out of their power to demonstrate psychokinesis and telepathy. It's not just in a positive way, it can also be used in the opposite way. He told how a young woman distracted one of the young men attempting to control the fall of the dice and scoffed at his professed ability to demonstrate his power of mind over matter. she succeeded in injecting such a strong negative factor that she weakened his belief in himself and ruined his score for the day. So there was this experiment where a group of men can have that belief that a particular number is going to come up in the dice, and they roll the dice on a specific experiment. They kind of another woman influenced the man, kind of scoffing at his belief, and that day he kind of lost the game. So it's not just in a positive way. When something can happen that can strike your belief, then the opposite can also happen, both kind of proving us the theory that with just belief we can change that mind over matter, right? Anything physical can be created or changed by using that belief. Isn't the so-called luck factor in reality brought about by powerful thought vibrations rather than coincidence or chance? So this whole luck thing is what is described in detail in the book as well. Writers long before the experiments at Duke declared that luck came about from a determined mind, a combination of visualizing, concentrated thought, willing, and believing. So in that case, there's nothing even called luck. What luck means is just that you had all of this combination of determination and the will and the belief that you are gonna succeed in whatever it is that you were doing on that day. Gamblers often apply the word hot to card players when they have a winning streak. What is the streak of good luck? Nothing more than all-knowing feeling, a deep-rooted belief that they can win. Even in gambling, the magic of believing plays a major role. And from my perspective, I think the whole gambling thing itself is completely working out of the belief, because there's no other strategy involved, right? And that's why I created this kind of game. And I put real money into picture in order for all of us to get serious about the game that we are playing. And when real money is not used, a different result might come in. But when real money is used, a totally different result will come in such games. So I also kind of created that kind of game for my students, to whom I was doing money coaching and helping them improve their relationship with money, so that when they start seeing money as a sport, money as a game, they lose all of that seriousness that they have towards money. And this also helps them attract clients with ease, because most of my students who are in this particular program that I was teaching, they are having difficulty in allowing paid clients to come to them. So this particular game that I created, it kind of works in all 360-degree direction on helping us improve our relationship with money, helping us build this muscle of belief. Unless you have the strong belief that I'm going to win the game today, you cannot win it, right? So it's practicing that muscle of that strong willpower and belief. And once you start winning the game, you just have to use that same belief in your business, in bringing the clients, in bringing whatever it is that, and that you can also use in your personal life, whether you want a house or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in your life. You just need to apply that same muscle of belief, that self-belief, into whatever it is that you want to create in your life. So even though it's just a game, the lessons that one can learn, and it's of course gambling and nothing better than that. It's just gambling. You're just spinning a wheel, and if you get the higher score, you are the winner, right? But the type of beliefs, that the type of lessons that it teaches us is so much beyond than anything that is explainable. Okay, so happiness is wholly independent of position, wealth, or material possessions. It is a state of mind which we ourselves have the power of control, and that control lies with our thinking. Now, this statement, I think, is repeated in so many books that we are reading. Happiness is wholly independent of anything that we ever have in our lives, and happiness is completely dependent on our power, on how much we have the ability to control our thoughts. Okay, so believe that it will work and it will, believe that it will not and it won't. That's the moral of the whole book that we are reading. Just believe that there is genuine creative magic in believing, and magic there will be, for belief will supply the power for you to succeed in everything you undertake. Back your belief with a resolute will, and you become unconquerable, a master among men yourself. So that is the last slide I think I have for you, and that is what the whole book is about: belief. Regardless of how many ever contradicting patterns, contradicting negative beliefs, let's say, we have, but still overriding all of that, if we have the strong belief, and I have heard multiple healers and instructors in healing modalities talk about, even though you might have all the negative patterns that we are trying to heal, all the emotions, all the past patterns, all the past lives, whatever is your history, if you have this overriding belief that you can achieve success in something that you're trying to do, still this overriding belief can contradict all other thousands of other negative stuff that might be within you. So this muscle of strong belief, self-belief, is something that we all need to kind of work on. And I think reading this book, even though there might not be anything new that I heard about in the book, it was, as I said, it brought in multiple things that I read at different places, and it kind of combined it all together. But still, it was this week after reading the book, I took multiple different actions. For example, creating the game, and I also kind of, with regards to the affirmations that this book had, I downloaded this app of Louise Hay in my cell phone, which had amazing affirmations. So I was like, even though all the healing modalities that we use, it's still, we might be using it maybe once a month, once a week if we are doing a healing session, for example. But what about the other time? What if we can live with these positive beliefs and positive affirmations? So I downloaded that and I started listening to some of those positive affirmations. And I also kind of joined a course on ESP, because this book also spoke about a little bit of those images in mind and how we can kind of manifest it. So as I said, even though this book did not have anything new for me, it did kind of made me remember, and also gave me one other extra push towards, yes, these are the elements that we need in order to, create the life as how we want it to be. So I hope this book and this review of my review of the book also kind of motivated you to take some action steps. It's not about reading the book, it's about taking action steps. And for me, each week when I'm reading different books, I have always kind of forced myself to take some action step, even if it is just a small thing. Okay, I learned these things from the book. What action step am I going to take? Unless I implement and apply these lessons in my life, reading the book might be of waste, right? So make sure, when I recall, for the week when we read the Akashic Records book, I kind of applied, booked for a Akashic Records healing session. I found different Akashic Record certifications and what this whole world is about. So make sure when you are reading these books, or at least watching the review of it, take some notes on what kind of action steps can you take to take in these lessons and start applying it in our lives. There's no point in having this information collection at the top. So let's take at least one of it, not all of it can we do, but just one small piece of it. Yes, this is how I can build my muscle, for example. Maybe you can start playing some mobile games. Mobile games is some of the things that I actually do to kind of take in and practice this muscle of belief, so to speak. So try some new things. Take any lesson that you learned and start applying it in your life. All right, let's now move on. Today's silent mantra meditation is gum, the sound of gum, and that is coming from the seed of Ganapati, who is the son of Shiva and Parvati. and who is also called and believed to be the remover of obstacles. But regardless of the story behind it, my belief is these sounds actually have amazing, it's the sound healing, for example, it's a sound alchemy. These sounds have specific vibration that when we repeat in our minds attracts different things into our lives. So this particular sound of gong has the ability to remove the obstacles, remove the blocks in our way, and allowing the desires and the goals that we want to achieve to come to us. So that's the sound that we will be using for our silent mantra meditation. Okay, so next week's feeling is the secret. So today's book went over all about the belief, but I think the missing piece in the book was about this whole feeling thing. So I thought this book is going to be an amazing add-on layer to what we learned about belief today. And regardless of where you are at your life, whatever you're trying to accomplish, try putting in this new layer of belief and work on yourself. Okay, where am I not believing in myself? Where should I put this layer of belief in order to help me achieve where I want to go? So try focusing as much as possible in this whole chapter of belief that we worked on today. And next week, we are going to add on another beautiful layer in the topping of the, the icing, which is the feeling. And this is a very, very short book. It's just 40 minutes in the audiobook version. And just to tell you about how I read these books, I read one book a week. And what I do is Friday is the day that I have blocked for reading book. Friday, the whole day from morning 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I have blocked it up for reading the book. So, sorry, I can hear some. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so that's how I do it. I block one whole day and I sit with that book, and I also order the audiobook and the Kindle version of the book. So I will be listening to the audio while I'm looking at the words in the Kindle book. The audiobook actually helps me keep a track of time. So some books that we read are 5-hour books, some of it are 8-hour books, some of it are 2-hour, 3-hour books. So the audio kind of helps me keep in track of the time. So that's how I'm doing it, just sharing with you if that helps. All right, so we are done. We are starting our healing session. You can drink some water and get ready. Okay, today is gonna be chakra healing. So let's see what's coming up. You can close your eyes. And take a deep breath. And focus into your heart. Allowing all of that information to settle down. Allow all of that to slowly move down, and see it moving down from the top of your head, slowly coming down and entering into your heart. Take one long breath in and a very slow breath out, and allow your brain waves to slow down. And see this beautiful spark of light right in the center of your heart. And see the light expanding like a ball of light filled with glittering white color. See it expand throughout your body and out of your body, and expand it throughout the building that you are in. And I want you to feel into the energy of the building that you are in, the house that you are in. How does it feel? What is the energy around you? If you have this amazing ability to feel the vibration of your house, of the place that you are in, what are the feelings? And I want you to see, let's remove all negative feelings, thoughts, emotions, beliefs that is stuck in the place that you are in the house that you are in. I want you to imagine a white sheet of light on the floor of the whole house that you are in. See it, visualize it, imagine it as clearly as possible. And it feels like as if smoke, as if you step on smoke. And it smells like a beautiful incense. And I want you to see this beautiful white sheet of light right below your feet on the floor of your complete house. Let's clear all negative energies, negative entities, negative beliefs, negative emotions and feelings, anything that is not for your highest good. And see this beautiful sheet of light slowly coming up through your feet. See it moving up and see it taking with it all the negativity, all the dark energy, all the heavy energy, moving through you and moving through every brick or wood in your house, moving through every single object in your house. See it slowly coming up through your hip, coming up into your chest, and see it taking with it all that is not of highest truth, all that is not of for your highest good. See it just taking it up, moving up through your head and going up and out of the ceiling. And see this beautiful white light that remains throughout the house, throughout the place. And now see your energy field even clearer, brighter, and expand now throughout the building that you are in. And now feel, how does the energy in your building feel like? Does it feel lighter? This is a technique that you can use anytime when you feel that your energy in the house is disturbing, is not good. All right, so now expand your energy field even bigger and out of the house, out of the building. And take it up into the sky, and the ball expanding in all 6 directions, above and below, right and left, front and back. And expand it even bigger throughout the country that you are in, and expand it out into this whole earth, becoming one with the earth. And expand it now outside the earth, moving into all the planes of existence, going through all the planes, see different colored lights as you move through different galaxies, different planets, and out of all the galaxies and out of the universe, going through the fourth and the fifth and the sixth planes of existence and entering into the seventh plane. Watch the beautiful door open up and see the beautiful white light of unconditional love of the source energy. And I love this beautiful source energy to come down through all the planes of existence into you. As you allow, it just comes in and showers you. And feel the shower. And now, are you ready to build your muscle of belief, self-belief, believing in yourself, believing that you can succeed at anything and everything that you do, a winner's attitude. And are you ready to learn and to relearn this beautiful power of belief, regardless of 10,000 obstacles that you might have in your way? All it needs is just one belief, determined, strong willpower that yes, you can achieve what you want. And let's now walk into this beautiful healing temple with the intention to help us build our belief and our trust in ourselves. And walk in. The healing temple looks like a beautiful white dome made of crystals. A huge circular room. And you can walk in and look throughout this beautiful healing temple. What do you see? What do you see differently? And love yourself for this beautiful healing temple to show you your gifts. And you will see amazing, beautiful geometry symbols, alchemy symbols. You will see different crystals. You will see amazing beings of highest vibrations, your guides and angels. You will see gods and goddesses. You will see the higher selves. You might see your ancestors who are here to help you. And this healing temple is in the seventh plane, and all that can exist here is just pure light. And now let's form a circle around the center and let's sit down. And I'm calling in all guides and angels and gods and goddesses and ascended masters and loved ones and ancestors who would like to contribute to this healing session, who would personally like to help you in particular, and allow the healing to take place automatically with no expectations, letting go of all judgments of whether you're doing it correctly or not, and surrendering to this divine frequency of automatic healing, just being in this beautiful healing temple. And you will see as if electric current moving through your body. You will feel different vibrations as the healing takes place. And asking all the guides and angels and gods and goddesses to send us all a blessing, a complete blessing of gift, of love, of abundance. It can come to you as a new idea, as a clarity in your mind, a new thought that can lead you to what it is that you are trying to achieve in your life. And allow yourself to receive this blessing, this gift that's going to help you this week in your next step in your life. And receive it with gratitude and believe that it is happening, for it is your belief that creates everything. And would you like to know what belief means? And would you like to know how you can improve and increase your belief? And what is belief? How does belief looks like? How does this energy of belief feel like? And if there is a color to it, what color would that be? I'm seeing it as a beautiful purple violetish color. You might see it as different color. Feel into it. Belief. How does belief look to you? And look above, you will see this beautiful energy of belief. 100% belief. Believe that you can achieve. Believe that you can succeed. Believe that you can do anything that you want in this life. And the belief that you can manifest and achieve everything that you have ever dreamed about. How does it feel to have that kind of belief? Yes, I can achieve it. I can do anything that I want. And feel that belief. Regardless of what I think about myself, regardless of what my mind thinks about me, regardless of what others think about me, regardless of all the 1,000 other limiting and negative beliefs, all it takes is just this one belief. Belief in yourself, the faith and the trust in yourself that you can do it. And feel it in every single cell in your body as this beautiful energy of belief enters in, and see it coming in through the top of your head, and breathe it in and love it And feel this energy of belief entering into your energy field. See the energy field around you. And see this beautiful colored belief moving through every single cell. See the blood that's running in your body turning into this color of belief, whatever color this represents. And how does it feel like if every nerve in your body, if the blood running in every nerve in your body is made up of belief, just pure 100% belief in yourself. And feel it running in your body now. And see it completely occupying your energy field around you. See the circle. See this beautiful ball of light around you, which is your energy field. And see your energy field completely filled with this color of belief. And feel that vibration. What does it feel like to have complete 100% faith and belief in yourself? And feel the breath that you're breathing in, that breathe entering in through your nose, into your stomach, filled with this color of belief. Yes, I believe in myself. I believe that anything is possible for me. I believe that anything that I want in my life, I can achieve it. I have the power, I have the strength to achieve anything that I ever can even dream of. That's what this represents, and that's what this energy is about. And anything and everything that is in the way of you having this belief, every way that you are blocking this energy of belief, I'm asking all of those energies to be uncreated, deleted, and destoried across all time dimensions, space, and realities. And I'm now invoking the violet flame of transmutation. And see yourself sitting in this violet flame. And today, I love the violet flame to burn away all the contradicting energies that is contradicting your beliefs, all your self-doubts, all your resistance, all your family patterns and ancestral patterns that has made you stuck in the lack and scarcity. I'm invoking and I'm asking all of those energies that is contradicting your self-belief to come up, up, up. And see it coming up. It might seem as different colors. All your self-doubts, all your patterns of self-sabotaging, everywhere you believe that you can't do it, everywhere you are stuck in the negative patterns, everywhere you think that it is not possible, and all these energies that you duplicated from others, from your mother, from your father, from your teachers, from your society, from your nation, from this whole planet Earth. All the beliefs, all the patterns, all the emotions and feelings and vibrations that you duplicated, that is against, that is contradicting your self-belief. I'm asking all of that to come up, 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 and let it be seen in front of your eyes. And everything that you are ready to release at this moment, I'm asking all of that to be uncreated, deleted, and destoried across all time, dimension, space, and realities. And see this beautiful violet flame just transmuting this cords of energy that is contradicting your belief. And everything that you are not ready to release in this particular healing session, I'm asking it to come onto the surface and represent and show itself in front of your eyes so you can notice it. So you will be ready to release those. And anything and everything that you are ready to release at this time of your spiritual growth, at this time of your life, I'm asking all of that to be cleared and transmuted across all time, dimensions, space, and realities. And allow yourself to let it go. And breathe it out. And we are now starting with our 7 chakra healing. And we start with your root, the root chakra at the base of your spine. And see it as a beautiful red color ball of light. And I want you to see this violet flame around your root chakra, and all the negative emotions, all the fear that is stopping you from achieving what it is that you're trying to achieve. Everything that is blocking you from wealth and abundance, everything that is blocking you in your business, everything that is blocking you from attracting paid clients, everything that is blocking you from attracting more money to flow into your life, all the energies that are stuck in this root chakra, the fear of success, the fear of rejection, the fear of failure, the fear of being yourself, the fear of trusting yourself, the fear of trusting your heart, the fear of listening to yourself, the fear of judgment, the fear of death, the fear of life. I'm asking all the fears that is stored in your root chakra to be cleared and transmuted in this violet flame, and you will feel the healing taking place in your root. And trust in yourself and allow all these negative patterns to be released, for you have now learned that fear is just an illusion, and this fear has nothing to do with you. This is something that you have learned, that you have duplicated from others, from your mother and father. And see now the beautiful root chakra getting activated and repeat in your mind, activate, and see it activating, becoming beautiful red light, glowing bright and shining with full energy. And now moving into your sacral, and see this beautiful violet flame. Anything and everything that is blocking your sacral chakra at this time, I'm asking all of that to be uncreated, deleted, and destoried across all time, dimension, space, and realities. All the energies that you are ready to release at this time, all that, everywhere that you are pushing yourself down from taking back your true power, your true creative power. I'm asking all of that to be uncreated, deleted, and destoried across all time, dimension, space, and realities. Everywhere you are feared of yourself, everywhere that you fear your own power, everywhere you fear this, to take back your power, all the past lives where you misused power and you are stopping yourself from stepping into your true power. I'm asking all of that to be uncreated, deleted, and destoried across all time, dimension, space, and realities. And see your sacral chakra getting activated. And see this beautiful violet flame transmuting all the negative energies stuck in your sacral chakra. See the dark energies leaving out, visualize it and imagine it. Use your visual power to add more power to this healing. And see this beautiful orange light glowing in your sacral. Now moving on to your solar plexus. See all the heavy energies that is blocking your solar plexus. And this represents your willpower, your strong faith, belief, and trust. All energies that is blocking your solar plexus, asking all of that to be cleared and transmuted across all time, dimension, space, and realities. And see this violet flame in your solar plexus. See it transmuting all the heavy dark energies. And all your past lives where you had been abused for being strong-willed. I'm asking all the patterns to be uncreated, deleted, and destoried. And everything else that is blocking your solar plexus at this time, all the heavy energies, all the negative beliefs about being in your true power, asking all of that to be released and sent to light. And see your solar plexus activating. And see this beautiful violet flame. And see this beautiful yellow light shining bright as if you have turned on a switch. As if it's a beautiful glowing yellow light bulb, fully bright, brighter than the sun, glowing right in the center, in your solar plexus. and moving into your heart. All the pain, all the worry, all the sorrow, all the grief, all the disappointment that you have been holding on to in your heart, asking all of that to be cleared and transmuted in this violet flame of transmutation, and see the violet flame in your heart chakra. And allow yourself to release all the grief, all the sadness, all the worry, all the pain, everywhere that your heart was broken. And all the wounds. I'm asking all of that to be cleared and transmuted across all time, dimensions, space, and realities. All the past lives where you were hurted by somebody else, where you were abused and your heart was in pain. All the patterns of pain, of grief, of disappointment and sadness that is still stored in your heart at this time, asking all of that to be released in this beautiful violet flame. Let's make the violet flame even brighter. There's so much heavy energy being released. And feel the violet flame getting brighter and brighter, even more powerful, to release these heavy energies being sent out from your heart. And breathe it out as it goes. Take a deep breath and allow it to be released. And see your heart becoming brighter in green. And feel that peace and feel that love that glows, that brightens in your heart now. And activate. See this beautiful heart chakra activating in bright green color, shining its light and becoming bigger and bigger, filled with love. Moving into your third eye. Everywhere that you're not trusting in your intuition, in your visual images that you're able to see with your third eye. Anywhere you're not ready to receive the messages through your pineal gland. Anywhere you have blocked your third eye, masking all of that and all the blocks in your third eye that you are ready to release at this time. I'm asking all of that to be cleared and transmuted across all time, dimension, space, and realities. And see the violet flame glowing in your third eye. And see all the blocks, all the limitations, all the limiting beliefs against your true superpower of your third eye. See all of that being transmuted, and everything that you are ready to release at this time. I'm asking all of that to be cleared and transmuted and activate. See your third eye getting activated and all the beliefs that you have against activating your third eye. I'm asking all of those limiting beliefs to be pulled from its root, uncleared, uncreated, deleted, destroyed across all time, dimension, space, and realities. And see this beautiful purple colored, beautiful ball of light becoming brighter and brighter as it gets activated. See it as beautiful purple sun shining brighter and brighter right in the center of your forehead. Moving into your crown chakra. And feel the top of your head as if your head is opening up right in the center. And see this violet ball of light, your crown chakra. Everywhere you feel disconnected from your spiritual world, everywhere you are blocking yourself from being connected with your higher self, everywhere you are blocking your own true spiritual powers, your ability to communicate with the spiritual realm, everywhere that you're not ready to believe in this communication, this communicative power, the sixth sense, masking all of that to be uncreated, deleted, and destroyed across all time, dimension, space, and realities. And I want you to see this beautiful violet flame in this violet crown chakra, burning away the heaviness, the darkness, and all the blocks, all the cords of energy that is stopping you from fully activating your crown chakra, and all the blocks that you are ready to release at this time from your crown chakra. I'm asking all of that to be uncreated, deleted, and destroyed across all time, dimension, space, and realities. And see the violet flame burning away and now activating your crown chakra. And see the sun, this beautiful violet sun, shining bright, becoming bigger and bigger, right at the top of your head, as if you are carrying a sun at the top of your head. Visualize it and imagine it and see that bright light. We will now do the silent mantra meditation for a few minutes. I will be repeating the mantra 3 times and I will be silent. All you need to do is just repeat this mantra in your mind over and over again. If any thoughts come up, just allow it to come and go without judgments and come back to hearing this mantra in your mind. Take a deep breath, and as you repeat this mantra, all the obstacles, all the blocks in any of your chakras that is blocking you from attracting your desired results will keep releasing all these blocks and obstacles as you repeat this mantra. Take a deep breath in. Gum. 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 Take a deep breath. And now we are starting with the manifestation. Manifesting. What is it, that one thing that you would like to manifest in your life right now? Can be something that you would like for it to happen in the next week or next month. Whatever is that one thing that you would love to see manifested in your life at this time, that you would like to be manifested as soon as possible. I want you to see this beautiful screen opening up in front of you. In this screen, You are seeing your life from tomorrow and everything happening exactly as how you want it to be like. See, day by day, as you are working on building your business, for example, and see that one item, that one thing you want to achieve. See how it is coming into fusion, how it is becoming your reality. And see that small success happening every day as you take step after step, as if you are building one brick at a time. See it happening and see it clearly. What are the action steps that you are doing? You might be sitting in your computer and working. You might be working with your clients. See yourself going through the process and building your empire. And feel the joy, feel the happiness as you see it happening. The true joy is in the process and not in the final result. See how you are enjoying the process of building your dream. And how does this joy feels like to see yourself creating this new creation that you are now bringing into existence. And see it slowly happening in front of you now. See your first client being booked for your business. See what it is that you would like for it to happen. See it happening with all your senses. Feel it, hear it, and see it happening right in front of you. And see yourself achieving that final success as if you got the trophy of your life. How does that make you feel to win that final trophy? How does success feel? And now we are putting all of this into a beautiful energy ball. Take that movie and just put it into this beautiful energy ball. All the energy of happiness, joy, and success. All of that into this energy ball. And see this energy ball coming in through the top of your head, down through your crown chakra in violet color. As this energy ball goes down through each of your chakra, it changes its colors. And see it becoming violet as it comes down through the crown. And see it becoming purple as it goes down through your third eye. And see it going down through your throat and your heart, changing its color into green and going down through your solar plexus, turning into yellow slowly gaining the power from each of your chakra, as if each of your chakra is blessing your manifestation, going down through your sacral, becoming orange, and down through the root, becoming red, and see your energy ball now, having all the colors of all your chakras, colorful, and slowly see it going down into your feet, and about 15 inches below your feet there is your earth star chakra. We are now activating your earth star chakra. See it getting brighter and brighter. And I'm asking Mother Earth to realign and pull your earth star chakra into the earth, grounding you completely, and see this manifestation ball entering into your earth star chakra, becoming brighter and brighter, as if grounding a beautiful seed into the ground. And all you need to do is just water it every day for it to beautifully grow as a wonderful tree and, and give you the beautiful flowers and the fruits. And see the seed completely grounded into the earth now. See it going down and completely grounded into the soil, into the earth, and placed safe and complete. Take a deep breath. And now you can just surrender. Surrender your intuition, your manifestation to the universe. The rest will be taken care of if you let go of the worry and just surrender. And feel the gratitude. How would you feel like if it is already here in your reality? Feel that gratitude and that love, for it is done. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Coming back into your heart, saying thank you to all the guides and angels, the beautiful source energy, feeling the gratitude for the wonderful gift that you have got, and the beautiful blessing that you received, and the healing. Then slowly entering into your body now, and expand in your body, into your fingers, into your toes. You can take a deep breath and open your eyes when you're ready. How are you all? Drink lots of water and take some rest. Oh, okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Who was that? Oh,
Aline.
yes, sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'll let you go. Take some rest, give some break for yourself, and drink some water. I'm going to see you next week with a beautiful book, The Beautiful Healing. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.